Hello Digifans, Michalo Grinds here, and today I'm here with a player that finished 40th in the 2022 finals in Germany with Machindramon. So congratulations, first of all. A very good run with a deck that many didn't expect to go so well, I think. But tell me.
I think it's a quite interesting deck, and we saw in Oceania that it got to like a third or fourth place.
Yeah, it performed actually very well. So the stage is yours. We can move on to the deck list.
Yeah, great. So, we started with eggs. I decided to play the whole Dorimon pack to help me draw some cards with the new Machindramon, the BT11 one, and also Chaosdramon. So, four copies of Dorimon. Then we continue with level 3s. Okay, one copy of Chikurimon, just to help me a little bit with the cross heart matchup. A Chuomon, maybe to help a little bit with Bloom Lordmon. Then I added three Dorumon to gain the extra memory. Sometimes they choke you on, then you have an analog man, so you go to two, and then with Dorumon you can play Machindramon BT11 for and keeping your turn. Of course, for Agurumons, that really help fuel your deck. You discard one card and then you can get two back. So, level 4s. I played one Tarkmon for cheap evolution, it only cost one. One Mechanorimon that really helps with fast decks, especially with Cross. Then we go to Gardromon, four of them. It's really nice because also it's a blocker and also the inherit it's really good. You can trust one card and then you draw two. That really helps to fuel your trust, so you can play more easily the EX1 Machindramon. And now let's go to level 5s. I've put one copy of Volcanomon. I really like this one because it also have blocker, so you can put it like the first card under one Machindramon, and even if they did evolve you, you can have another blocker. So one Metal Greymon EX, the really nice piercing. Gigadramon helps you a little with the defense, 2000 DP on your opponent's turn. Andromon, classic EX1 choice, blocker, and Digivolution you can help make some more cards in Trust and maybe get one level 6 that you don't have. One Megadramon, another blocker, inherited. The Megadramon, this I really like because it can help you on play delete some like Gazimon or Terriermons that can let you play Syndramon for lower cost. Then, of course, a Metal Greymon. I really like this one because it gives extra DP that helps with the Blackwood Greymon matchup. Another Metal Tyrannomon reboot. It's really nice. So if you don't have Analog Man to help you defend, you can put this underneath. So you attack, sometimes delete something, then you have reboot and blocker. We continue with Megadramon. Some more DP. It really helps if you have this and Metal Greymon to go really high, so you can go over Blackwood Greymons even if they have the Tamer extra boost. Another Metal Tyrannomon, I really like this one, especially in games that you need to trust the security because you're afraid of the security, like set control decks or maybe Mastermon decks. Another Gigadromon is also a really good one because it gives reboot and also it has by itself jamming. So you can attack and then you can go to the level 6 and then you have reboot level 6 and you have done also one check. Metal Mammon, this is really nice because it also deletes play cost 5 or less. Pretty much all the level 4 of Greymon are like 5, so it really helps you to get rid of some of the lower Digimon. Of course, two copies of Metal Greymon, the one that really help you a lot because even if they're suspended, you can attack the biggest target and you can delete it if you have more DP, or even if you have the same, you can save Chaosdramon or EX1 Machindramon. I placed two Megadramon because I was really thinking about the cross-heart opponents and maybe the Ulforce one. I don't know if it was that handy, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. And then on level 6, I've put three copies of Machindramon, the new one, BT11. I really like that it can help you draw more cards, you get an analog man, and the on deletion effect is so nice because out of nowhere, maybe in an opponent's turn, you can just return one analog man and then you play an EX1 Machindramon and then suddenly you gain memory, you have more blockers. So I really like this one. Of course, three copies of the classic Machindramon one. I really love this card. it can out of nowhere be a big threat because it's really difficult to delete it. It has protection 2 times, and you can delete it by DP reduction effect. 3, Chaos Dramon. That's a really nice one also. Uh, the part that you can put 3 level 5s in the Digivolve, it's quite handy in most of the opponent you face, especially Dragon Greymon when they don't have their protection. They go to a level 5 that it's easily to get over it. I placed the Texmon because I also was thinking maybe I see more cross hard, so it would easy to play and another body that they should care about. You can easily play it against the Ulforce decks. It's not that handy though, as I shown in my games. One Analog Youth, one of my favorite cards. You can play it, especially in the beginning. You open 3 cards, you can get whatever you want. Maybe you are really lucky and you just send 2 of the level 5s on the trust that you really need it. For Analog Man, one of the best new addition to the deck. It really helps you to gain memory, to draw more cards by the start of your main phase effect, and also it really helps you defend yourself without having blockade. Also, if you're suspended, you can still redirect. If you have more of this guy, you can do more and again the same effect. I also put one black memory boost. I really struggle sometimes to see a level 5, so I can't even trigger analog man. So I really wanted to be able to get at least one level 5 to start, going on with the deck. And last but not least, one of my favorite cards. I think this is one of the most useful card in the deck, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. Out of nowhere, maybe you give 10 memory even to play a Chaos Dramon, but you can delete sometimes a lot of the targets. Especially if you put one Mega Dramon underneath, one Metal Mamemon underneath, you can delete potentially 3 targets. So pretty much that's the deck.
Alright, so you have many choices there for many matchups.
Yeah, that's really
Okay.
the tricky part with Machindramon because there are so many level 5s and so many tamers that you can change, like Azure and Analog Youth, you don't know what to put. I've played this quite a lot with this list, and I think it was for me the best way to go, especially because I was really thinking that I would see a lot of Black Orc players that I actually did in the end.
Alright. So, what was the hardest part, or the hardest matchup you faced, and some
Uh,
weaknesses you want us to tell about the deck?
Yeah, I think that the difficult part with the deck is when you break, because sometimes it can happen. Actually, in all the games I've lost, I had starting hard with like 4 level 6. That's
Mm.
kind of unplayable. I try to play, if you have the bit 11 one, you can hard play it, even if you give 10 memory, maybe it can help you a little bit. But most of the time, that's the biggest problem, that you have no play. Like, you can't do anything.
Did you have mulligans on the finals?
No,
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
and also sometimes when you play first and you don't know what the other your opponent will play, maybe you can hardcast, for example, a level 5 with 7 cost, and then you realize that they're playing like I don't know, like cross or
Something that's
Digimon
fast
or
and builds fast, yeah.
yeah, and you help them a lot. Like you give them so much memory, and yeah, you pretty much can do anything.
Oh, I see. Okay, but what are the strengths of the deck? Why someone should play this deck?
I think the strength is that what I really like about it is that if you start to have a lot of things in your trust, it's pretty easy with Analog Man now.
Uh huh.
Out of nowhere, you can have a really big body that has protection. So sometimes you can play Machindramon like 3 attempts after you start for like 7 because you gain back 5 of memory, and you have a nice body with sometimes protection, 2 times protection. You have some nice inherited. So depending on what you play, you can adjust your level 5s.
Yeah,
But
that's
what I
true.
really
Yeah.
I think you need is this guy, Analog Man, because if you have it first turn and you have at least one level 5, it starts rolling. Discard one, getting back one. It's going.
Yeah, it has many blockers and redirects, right? This
Yeah.
deck. So, what are your thoughts about the new Ultimate Cup format and how would you modify the specific deck to perform
I
again
actually
well?
like it. I like it because because we play in the English meta. A lot of the times we see that people copy just Japanese deck list.
Uh-huh.
So now that there is that rule, a lot of the top decks are getting hit. So you have to find new ways to play it. As for Machindramon, I think it's quite easy because pretty much I think I have like 2 or 3 cards that are not black. Yeah, three, like 4 cards. So it's not that difficult. And I have the effects one that, of course, is not playable.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
But
think,
still, you can adjust very easily.
yeah, you can change analog this for Kazoo, for example. That's the one that, gain memory and you trash one, draw one, and then trash. That's actually really nice. And you can put more level 5s that are black and give you inherit. For example, when you have a suspended tamer, you get plus 2000 DP. So you can adjust that so you have more DP and still, go over big target. And also, I think it's really good. What I would do, I would put more defenses for the really fast decks. So maybe more Tuomons because Gloom Lord doesn't get hit and will be really, really fast and deck to beat. So probably we put more
Yeah.
Tuomons. Maybe we could put more blockers, level 4, maybe more Mechanorimons. I would probably change the Dorumon and Dorimon part, I think,
Okay.
just for this one to have more of Chuomon, so I can kind of slow the fast decks. Because I think if you're quite fast, you can win this deck. But if you let me time to put one analog man and then I can redirect attacks and I can save my Syndrome and stuff, I think you are in a really good position.
All right. So thank you for your time and
Inviting me.
congrats again for the run.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.